Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now that very wonderful presentation. Please can we put our hands together one more time for Independence Square. We'll take the chairman's opening remark. I'd like to respectfully invite to the microphone a man that fought for peace, a man that held Nigerians' peace in place through his service, through Nigerian police, giving his life down, even if he has to be that this man have to sow a seed of his life. At the point he had the chance to serve this country, he would have done it, and he will keep doing it till now. Having served as IGP, they called him back to also be the chairman of Police Service Commission. This is a face of peace. This is a face that peace is possible. Let me invite to the microphone the chairman of today's occasion, former Inspector General of Police and the former chairman of Police Service Commission. I'd like to invite IGP Mike Okiru. Please can we put our hands together for him? Welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I humbly recognize, first and foremost, the man who has brought us here together. I'm talking about Reverend Father Daniel Ogbeifun, alias Father DEO. I want to recognize Mama Grace for Grace's occasion for us. Also, our Chief and Lord, Owelo of Obusi, you are duly welcome. Have Dr. Bass, highly represented here by very, very important person. And I will now end this recognition, Natasha Okiro of Area Foundation, who is my daughter-in-law. Minds, who are passionate depicts adolescents with the concern of the average Nigerian over the security challenges manifesting in different forms across our landscape. I want to really commend organizers for this. I want to really commend organizers for the insight and the solutions to come up with this remarkable team and putting such eminent top-notch audience together. This underpins the fact that we have many considerable persons across the divide that feel miffed by the pervasive security in the nation and are even ready to find or prefer acceptable solutions on the pathway of addressing this vicious malaise. For us, to get the kernel of the matter, I feel it is necessary to first and foremost define the context of the term peace, as a relative condition referring to an era where there's absence of threats. A postulation is utopian, because even with our individual lives, we contend with conflicting needs at all times. So peace basically is absence, is an atmosphere devoid of conflict, unease, and threats. It refers to a state where there's order, tranquility, and freedom. So the cause of the lack of enduring peace in Nigeria is traceable to the failure of the political leadership to effectively address the noted and obvious faults lines in the democratic process. For lasting and enduring peace to have roots and gain traction in Nigeria, we must, as a people, go back to the drawing board and fashion out a genuine, people-centered template of ensuring that there's equality, justice, pursuit of common good as a way of life in the country. 30 factors clearly undermining and involving as a strong and intelligent people must be expunged to the fabric of our public life. While peace and fellowship have failed in their duty, treat burning national issues with the deserve. As long as they deserve. As long as you play those switch or pretend that all is well, whereas the embers of this court is and demands. There's no good saying that enduring peace could in every country as such destined to which nationals of a country ascribe to such as this determine the level which is alleged in Nigeria is not far from the skewed mindset of some leaders, whose first allegiance is to that vested interest, who must summon courage to do, and then do it satisfactorily to attain enduring peace and blossom. It may seem a daunting task, but we have no choice than to look each other in the face or consecutive voyage. To achieve enduring peace in Nigeria, who cannot but make sacrifices, havoc every now and then. This requires government taking bold steps to fix the gap needs that serve as common fodder for agents of discord to put involved over time. Yet, we need a matter of urgency to unshackle the downtrodden people to have access to basic needs. Peace is possible. Where due respect and regard for sanctity of life are reflected in our democratic process, and adequate attention given to what hinders us instead of what differentiates us. Firstly, work our body politics and strive to enthrone those key ingredients to define our conduct and values. I must reiterate that these are the irreducible minimum that will pave way for enduring and lasting peace to reign in a devoid of threat, unease, and disturbance. I used to say that peace and security is a collective responsibility. It's not a preserve of government, nor of any organization, nor of the security agencies. Everybody should get involved in chasing the shadows. Let me give you from, if you go to Port Harcourt, house to rent, house to lease, hotels were empty, and I felt this wasn't enough for Nigeria. I proposed amnesty for Niger Delta to President Adua. A little bit later, if someone's NSA, the IG, even people in university in America, 5 of them, the military should be armed to the police headquarters. I said, no, that will never be possible. If I had military to bring armed to headquarters, if somebody is caught with arms in his boot, you say, I'm going to dig police headquarters. Where is an armed robber? And somebody can be taken armed to the police headquarters, and they say it's an armed robber, he suffers for it. Let us go and collect it. One of the members gave us the story of who will bear the cat. He said, if you want to go and collect arms from the militants, who will go there? I said, I will go. Then my first assignment was to go and collect arms from the militants. You've missed your flight. I missed my flight. He said, I should call the ADC. I called the ADC. The people just called him. I said, anytime I go for this time, she give me presidential jet to go with it. I should go to presidential wing of the airport and take a jet there. So I went there. The militant representatives were waiting for me at the arranged venue at about 6, 7. The AIG Zone 6. Oda. Heads you roll, please don't go. I'm about to tell you to really be commitment of people in issues in Nigeria. I thought about it. I said, the president approved this amnesty. It took me 3 months to convince him. He approved it. And I told him, I'm going for collect arms. He approved it. And I told him I missed my flight. He gave me a plane to go. The plane is a presidential jet. The military said, do I need to go back again to Abuja with it? I tell you, sorry, sir. I did collect arms. Let's go again tomorrow. You don't believe me again. I told the AIG and CP, I'm Nigeria. I stood up. I said, gentlemen, I'm told not to go, that to harm me. So who harm you? Uncle, who harm you? Who harm you? That is how we're able to create arms. All from the various camps, both in River State, Delta, Edo, and so on and so forth. I'm talking about people getting involved. Don't leave anything for government should do this, sit down, wait for government. No. Went to Benin, created arms. From there, went to Warri, created arms. Somebody told me Edun Clark from Grabodo is at home. I said, Edun Clark? I said, I never met the man before, but when we were students, he was a community. Because as a student, I was a student activist, student leader. There was an occasion we had to go out to damage some government property. I told you a problem. He said, next week I'm going to Lagos. I'll say Edun Clark for your matter. I suppose say Edun Clark because that was the end of the matter. So what did he say? I said, I want to see Edun Clark. Proceeded to Kiabodo. I had to make a choice. I had to come back, we can go back to ABUJA, or continue and see Edun Clark. And I called the GC. He said I should go. He called the airport manager to keep the flight, to keep the airport open for us. Edun Clark, when I saw him, he put a call to Lulu Briggs, put a call to Douglas. He said, this is our son. This amnesty must succeed. Saturday, they had a meeting. The amnesty must succeed. But Friday, Saturday, that was how the amnesty succeeded in Niger Delta. And the economy of Niger Delta, even Nigeria, at the time, the oil product dropped to 700,000. With this, they went to 2.4 million barrels with this. And I tell you, even now, with the problem in Nigeria, Niger Delta is a safer place in Nigeria now. So we cannot wait for government to do everything. We have to contribute. No contribution is too small, and not too big for a country like Nigeria. So I say that peace is possible if we all work together. If we only want section of the country to work, there will be no peace. All of us work together for peace. I thank you for your quality time, and I thank you for listening.
One more time for the chairman of the occasion. Please, can we put our hands together for him? Mr. Chairman, sir, my elder brother, Dr. Yuba, while you were speaking, told me that your speech was so much in wealth of wisdom that it can serve as both opening remark, keynote address, and every other thing we need to speak about peace today. One more time, can we clap for the chairman of the occasion? Thank you very much. I'd like to very quickly establish a very important protocol, and then we're going to take our next act. That will be Sir Jude Namkoral, JNC. Before we take them, let me quickly do a few corrections. First of all, I'd like to formally introduce and recognize our special guest of honor for today, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, Honorable Ayodele Olawande Wisdom, ably represented by the National Leader of Nigerian Youth Organization and CEO of Green Assembly Initiative. Please help me welcome Ambassador Duke Olagboye. Please can we put our hands together for Ambassador? We want to relocate the Ambassador to closer to Chairman so they can be discussing some federal peace issues. The youth is very important as far as the peace movement is concerned. Once that constituency is perfectly handled, I'm sure like 70% of the issue of peace is almost at the arrival point. Thank you very much, the Rep of the Honorable Minister, for bringing out time to be a part of this very special event. We appreciate you. We specially recognize you and we honor you. Catholic Church in Nigeria, as far as electoral reforms are concerned, I'd like to recognize the leader of Peter for Nigeria. It's Peter Aka, but we call him Randy Peters. Please can we put our hands together for Randy Peters? Please can you stand up and wave? Randy Peters to the building. Please can we clap for him? This is a true voice of the youths. This man is going all around making sure electoral reform is possible. He has ranted, Senate President invited him, Speaker have invited him. I hope we will achieve that electoral reform. I'm standing with you, sir, and we are standing together. It's time for the next act. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this set of people are very special. They are taking their time to rehearse, and they are here to take their presentation. Your Excellencies, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, they'll be spreading joy through music. Please help me specially welcome Sir Jude Nnam Kura. Please can we put our hands together for them?
Presenting a very popular tune that we all know, the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make us instruments of peace.
Please can we celebrate the JNC Jude Nam Kuril. They say they are spreading joy through music, but I think they are spreading peace through music. Thank you very much, Sir Jude Nam Korel, for that brilliant performance. Your Excellency is a man of mental dexterity, whose voice and thought echoes to the conscience of all in his mission, that the pursuit of common good of all citizens. We're glad to confirm that one of our very distinguished guests, Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka, was kind enough to send a very amiable representative who is the director of the Kuka Center. Please help me to celebrate and welcome Reverend Father Atta Barkindo. Okay, Father is there. Well, thank you very much for coming. I'm also glad to confirm that we have, it's a goal within our reach. We'll move forward with hope and determination, knowing that peace is sometimes what peace entails. And that's why the Black Bones Theater are performing what we call the Unity Dance here on the stage tonight. Please, let's celebrate and welcome Black Bones Theater. Please, can we clap some more for them? While they're getting prepared, I'd like to quickly announce that we have in the house Alhaji Bello Ajala,